Hi everyone, today I will be answering one of the most common questions that we always get in our practice. Should I buy my property in the name of a company or under my personal name? If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I would like to invite you to subscribe and like this video. At the end of this video, I will be sharing my contact information so you can get directly in contact with me, and I will be more than happy to answer all your questions and concerns. Also, you will learn about the special conditions and services that we have for our YouTube community and social media community. Well, the most important thing is to understand that whether you buy in the name of a company or you buy under your personal name, the legal protection will be exactly the same. There will be no difference in terms of ownership. Whether you buy in the name of a domestic local company or you buy in the name of a foreign company, your legal protection is going to be exactly the same, meaning that you will have the same level of protection as if you buy the property under your own name. However, there is some difference that you need to be aware of if you're planning to buy a property and put it in the name of a company. Well, now that you register a local company, you have to understand that your company will be subject to all the formalities and taxation of the Dominican Republic. Regardless, if you buy your property under a foreign company or a local company, your company will be subject to the same tax liabilities and tax obligations in the Dominican Republic. Now, if you're looking to buy an affordable property, we highly recommend you to put the property under your personal name. If you're looking to buy a property that is below $250,000, well, unless you have a special condition or something that is very strong reason that forces you to put the property in the name of a company, I will recommend you to keep this property under your personal name. Now, you need to be aware that when you put the property in the name of a company, now you will have taxes associated to the property itself and some other taxes and some other expenses associated to keep the company up and running. Now you have to hire an accountant to do all the reports for you and to keep the company up and running. Among the renewals that you have to do on a yearly basis or every 2 years, basically every 2 years, you have to go over the process of renewal. But keep in mind that you have to go over the tax process on a monthly basis in the Dominican Republic. Some people, when they have no operation, then it's a little bit more flexible and you can always have this kind of discussion with your accountant. However, you need to understand that when putting a property under a company, you will be subject to additional formalities. Now, these formalities are associated to the fact of keeping a company up and running and not necessarily directly associated with the ownership. Knowing that whether you buy the property in the name of a company or in the name of an individual, you will be having the same type of legal protection in terms of ownership. So if your biggest worry is about ownership, no worries, it's the same type of protection and you will be 100% protected by the Dominican law. Now, there are some other things that you need to understand whether you're looking for asset protection or you're looking for tax saving. This is how you build your strategy around what kind of decision you make, whether you put it under your personal name or go to a company. Same thing, if you want to facilitate to transfer the property to your heirs whenever something happens to you, then those are additional facts that we need to talk about, and that it will be more beneficial if you can get in contact with us and we can listen to your questions and concerns. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you have any question or comment, you can always get in contact with us to the number and email below.